Hello, young wizard. Have you come to learn the ways of flame? I shall be your guide then. You have... Holy shit! Now you have come to the right place. The School of Fire is the most complicated one of them all. It can bring destruction, however, it may very well bring life to you as well. Are you prepared for the sacrifices you have to make in order to achieve greatness? Become my apprentice and perhaps become the best fire wizard of the realm? I believe you are. Yes, indeed. Do you like the sound of that? Do you like it? I like it quite a lot. Now, allow me to remove this protective shield from your ears, as you must, of course, be able to experience the entire sensation of this school of magic. Now, say again. Let me tell you something, young wizard, young novice wizard. In order to have fire, you have flame and you have light. As you can see, this chamber is already lit with small little flames called LED lights. Yes, they have only recently brought this to our realm. Now, look at this. We shall use this flame to make what we call an eternal flame, or at least eternal for an hour or two. Look at this. Look at this. This is what we call a candle. A candle. It is a very, very important piece as we manipulate the element of fire and bend it to our will. Do you appreciate the visual aspect of this endeavor? I believe that every wizard must be a pyromaniac. This is a term we use for those obsessed with every aspect of the flame, from the visual to, of course, the sound, the auditory aspect of the flame. Just listen to how it crackles. And of course, the epilogue of a flame's life is the smoke. It is very important to keep the smoke intact, to have it run around the world as it is a trail of what we have achieved. A trail of destruction, perhaps, but a trail of life as well. Now allow me to burn one more. Once again, now, remember, look very, very carefully. I shan't repeat this. Oh, well, I shall, but it is more important for you to learn how to deal with this type of magic on your own. Now, today is going to be full of demonstration. Only. For you are still not ready to practice, young novice. No. I shall teach you a spell, if you mind not. This spell is called Candlelight. It will summon a flame to accompany you by your shoulder, a shoulder of your choosing, of course, and it will guide your path through your many, many quests and endeavors. Have we a deal? It is a novice level spell, which is neither protective, nor aggressive and offensive, so you shall be able to use it with utilitarian purposes only. Now, I want you to, of course, breathe in and breathe out, and I shall cast my spell to teach you. Now, follow this insignia, this rune I shall place in the air, and very well. Good. I want you to focus. Yes. Look into the flame. Internalize the flame. Learn its language. Listen to its words. How it speaks into your ears. Can you hear need you to remember this. Fuck. Remember it very well. Very well. Great. I believe you're ready. Now, we call this the initiation of the apprentice. And since you have come to us a novice and already an apprentice, I would like to teach you another very important spell. And we call this evading taxes. Yes. Very few people actually know that in order to evade taxes, one must be an apprentice level fire mage. What is this in your opinion? This is an invoice. And how would tax authorities be able to catch us if they cannot find this? Now, we shall of course ban this using one of our practical tools. It is called a lighter. Contrary to popular belief, in order to manipulate flame, you need to first create it, and then we cannot create. It's not like in the movies. I do not know what movie is, but it is not like in the movies where you can just spawn flame from thin air. No, we use natural. It is a natural reaction that this provides. You need flame, and then we redirect it. We redirect it with purpose and with the intent that only a fire mage is able to manipulate and bend to his will. Do you understand how it works now? Yes. Now, what we're going to do with this is we are going to burn this. And I want you to understand something very, very important. A fire mage's worst enemy is a water mage. They like to call themselves wizard in order to sound more sophisticated, but this is a right reserved for the fire mage school. We have been around for so long. Now, let us continue. Fucking hell. Alright. Shit. Good. Right. Well, do you see how effective that was? Now they cannot catch us. Not at all. Interesting. I am quite impressed by your progress, and truly I have not met a young mage with such a promising future. Now do not disappoint me, for we're going to burn this, use this spell on a very much higher, on a much bigger scale. Look. Fantastic. And now, what we are doing here is in order for us to demonstrate the effectiveness of the spell, and of course not set fire to the university, we're going to use water. Yes, quite water, our biggest enemy within the boundaries of our university. Well, of course, because you cannot have light without darkness. Would you not agree with this statement, young wizard? I think you would. A fire mage's best friend, besides fire, of course, and a loiter, is of course, it keeps burning, is of course, I forgot my train of thought. I did. But I was going to say that the best friend of a fire wizard is philosophy, yes. Now, if you cannot, for the life of you, come up with smug little sayings from time to time to protect and defend your authority, and integrity, then you are not a fire wizard. A lot of the fire wizards' actual practice is first manipulating fire, second of all making sure that that fire wizards are better than everyone else. And of course, fucking up water wizards. Yes, water wizards. Fuck 'em. Do you hear that dog? He's a friend, don't worry. Don't you worry. It's a friendly, fiery hound. Burning hound. This is a nightmare. Look, I only get paid like a very small salary. So my real payment is the fun I'm having here. Believe it or not, this is a government paid job, so I suppose I do feel secure. We very often work with the Navy SEALs and all of that. Yes. So yeah, thank you for coming to my lesson. It is very fortunate coming yours, for we are indeed in need of young promising wizards to uphold the history and reputation, of course, and the legacy of this great establishment. I know what you're thinking. When can I become a master level fire wizard? And that, of course, is when it is usually around New Year's. You have to go and put a firework up your bum. I remember my first time. It was quite pleasurable, actually, believe it or not. A lot of people fear it, but I think it is more about the idea that you're ready to do it, not that much that you're ready to suffer the pain that it causes. Is more like stripping yourself from your ego. A water wizard would never do that. They claim they have integrity, but I believe they lack the backbone, the spine to protect the cause. They're younger than us, and they shall die early. Thank you very much for coming. It has been a pleasure. Goodbye to you.